everyone, thanks for coming. Thanks for joining me. I am Loida. Today I'm sharing with you 4 tips. I think they're really important for those that want to incorporate some exercise into their life and start to eat healthy. So these are 4 points that I think are key to starting a good life, a good healthy life. If you don't know me, well, let me kind of tell you a little bit really fast about what happened to me. So I went to school while I was already married, had kids and everything, and so it was a really stressful time for me. I didn't have time to eat correctly and I didn't have time to sleep. And so what happened? Obviously I messed up my whole digestive system. My body was a wreck and I started having problems basically. And then I also had stress and I lost a baby at that same time. So that even made my symptoms even worse because I was a lot more stressed out with that baby loss. And so basically 4 years of being stressed and not eating well and not exercising as I should have, and basically just eating stuff that was coming out of vending machines, chips and muffins and gummy worms and basically all these things that you shouldn't be eating. That's what my food was for about 4 years. And so that really messed up my health and I became sick. And so basically after I finished school and I started suffering from all these symptoms, digestive system symptoms where my stomach hurt a lot and I couldn't have regular bowel movements and my skin just looked horrible. I started to lose hair. I just had a lot of issues. I was really tired as well. And so while trying to fix what I had messed up during these 4 years, I came to learn a couple things through either medical doctors, natural doctors, also through some bodybuilders. And so let me start with tip number 1. Tip number 1 is right here. No, there. Tip number 1. Eat breakfast as soon as you get out of bed. Well, you have about an hour. So make sure you eat breakfast within that first hour of waking up. You want to make sure that your body is nourished because your body has used up, everything that you ate the previous day. It has been in starvation mode, kind of, through 8 hours of not eating while you were asleep. And so your body needs nourishment as soon as you wake up. And that will also help with cravings during the day. I find that if I don't eat something right away, then later on, I'm so hungry that I'll just go and reach for anything that I can find, especially sugary stuff. So make sure that you eat something as soon as you wake up or within an hour. Make sure it's something with protein, carbs, and you also need healthy fats. So make sure you do that. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2, right here. Tip number 2 is to drink water. I know you've heard it probably a lot of times, but really water, you need to drink water. You need to drink half your body weight in ounces. So let's say you weigh 120 pounds. Half of that is 60 pounds. So instead of saying 60 pounds, you'll just say 60 ounces. So 60 ounces is what you need to drink during the whole day. So make sure your weight is in pounds, not kilos. And along with that, in order for it to be easy for you and to kind of stick with that goal, is to get a gallon of water and fill it up with as many ounces as your body needs. And then that way you can carry that around with you. You can have a visual of how much water you've actually drank and how much more you have to drink for the rest of the day. I found that if I don't do this, I won't drink water. Tip number 3. Oh, wait. Before we go to tip number 3, let's go back to tip number 2. Okay, why is it important to have water? Well, your body needs to be hydrated. Most of the functions that your body does require water. Your body is composed mostly of water. And so you need to provide that for your body. It also helps with cleansing your body. It also helps with cravings, because a lot of our bodies kind of get confused. They get confused if they're thirsty or if they're hungry. So sometimes when you feel you're hungry, it's not really that you're hungry. You're actually thirsty. And it also helps you keep full. So if you are one of those people that constantly want to be eating because you feel hungry, then drinking water will help you fill up a little bit more, and that's why it's important. So, okay, let's go to point number 3. Yes, point number 3. Here it is. Point number 3. Point number 3 is eating carbs. Carbs after you exercise. Actually, before you go to exercise and after, okay? Eat carbs, a little bit of carbs, a small meal before you go to exercise, because your body needs energy, needs nourishment, needs the energy to do the exercises that you're going to perform. And if it doesn't have energy, it'll start to break down other parts of your body, probably muscle. That's what it'll break down. And you don't want that. You don't want your body to breaking down muscle. So muscle's important. Eat a small meal. That way you're not over full and you just feel like you can't exercise. It's just something to give you energy, okay? A little bit of carbs, a little bit of protein, and you're good to go. Then after you come back from your exercise, that's when you're going to have an actual bigger meal of carbs and add protein obviously to that. But for example, come back and have an oatmeal with a scoop of protein powder in it, and some almond milk, and maybe some coconut oil. So you have some healthy fats in there, you have the protein, and you have carbs, good carbs. The reason that's important is because your body is exhausted. It's trying to build muscle, it's trying to basically, especially if you go weight training, your body's trying to build all this muscle that you broke down, and it's trying to fix all that. And that was probably one of my mistakes, that I would not eat because I would think I just came from basically burning all these calories while exercising, and now I'm eating again, and I'm just basically, I'm not going to lose weight because I'm just eating all the calories that I just kind of lost during exercise. But that's not true. Your body actually needs good carbs, and this is exactly the right time to eat them. Tip number 4. Tip number 4 is you need to do weight training. Okay, I know a lot of girls, especially like me, I didn't like weight training. I did not like to lift weights. Yes, I did do some weights here and there, but my biggest part of my exercise was just cardio, with Zumba classes, with aerobics, and I did do some weight training. And when I did do weight training, that's when I noticed that my body looked best. It's actually my daughter's birthday, so we had to go sing her happy birthday right now. So, but I'm back, and I'm back with where was I? Oh, you need to make sure you build muscle. Why do you want to build muscle? Well, muscle will help you burn basically more calories. So the more oh my gosh, there's a car. Sorry, there's a car, and this mic that I have just picks up everything. So I'm sorry about that. But yeah, as I was saying, muscle burns more calories, okay? Burns more fat. So the more muscle you have, the more you can eat and not gain weight. And the more muscle you have, the more you can lose weight. So if you're really trying to get your weight down or just build some tone in your muscle, you have to do weight training, okay? You do have to do weight training. That's just, there's no way around it. And after I started doing weight training, I noticed that even though I wasn't losing weight, my body started to look better. Don't just do cardio. Don't just do Zumba. I know Zumba's great and I love it, but cardio will not replace muscle building. Make sure you do weight training. It'll do wonders for you. Let's see. So I think that's it. I think those are my 4 tips for you, and I will be back with more tips this week, hopefully sometime this week. I'm trying to think what I will say next. Well, I'll let it be a surprise. I have a lot of ideas. I just don't know which one is the one that I'm going to be talking about next. I'm probably going to be talking to you about the mistakes, probably. And then I might explain maybe in that video, if I have time, maybe later, what you can actually do to start gaining your health back. So stay tuned. I'll see you back next time with more tips, and hope you have a great day, and I will be talking to you soon. Bye bye. Hi everyone, my name's Loida. Thank you for Okay, never mind. Rewind. Let's go again. I think those are my four top tips. So 1. What was number 1? Okay, then after you come back from your exercise, that's when you're gonna have an actual bigger meal. Big meal of carbs. Okay, I am back. Sorry, my husband came, my daughters, and they don't let me record. I'm really shy, okay? So, actually being out here, it's just nerve-wracking. So, I don't know why I'm talking like that, but it is, okay? It's nerve-wracking for me.